I'm going to be showing you the various apps for digital illustrations. Like I said, there are a million and one apps for illustrations, right? You just need to pick one and master it. You don't need to learn how to use everything. Just pick one and master it, right? So I'm going to be showing you up to five or six different apps that most designers use and that are very common. So the first one that we'll look at is Sketchbook. Sketchbook. So Sketchbook is free. Uh, you can just easily download it. It's free. Just download and start using, right? It's easy to use. I used to use Sketchbook before, but I don't think I use it anymore. Yeah, Sketchbook. Then we move to Adobe Fresco. So my first introduction to digital illustration was with Adobe Fresco, right? So my tab actually came with Adobe Fresco, and I think back then it was called Adobe Draw or something like that. Then it's rebranded to this. So Fresco is like one of those tools that you use in your beginning stages, in your early stages rather. I mean, if you are not really into um heavy illustration, if you're not into heavy illustration, you can use Fresco. They do not have a lot of brushes. They do not have a lot of colors or lots of strokes, like what's it called, textures in their brushes. They do not have a lot of that. But I mean, like I said, this is what I used at the beginning. I wasn't really into colors, layering, color grading, and whatnot. So, yeah, for beginners, you can use Fresco. Then let's move on to Sketch Pro. So don't get it twisted, right? Sketch Pro is different from Sketchbook. So Sketch Pro basically is for creatives, drawing rather. So people who are into actual drawing and painting, yeah, Sketch Pro is for you. Sketch Pro, this is it. Like a lot of cartoonish, characters, basically not just for illustration. So Sketch Pro goes beyond illustration, right? Yeah, so it depends on what your needs are. So let's move on to the next one. We're going to look at Procreate. I've worked with a lot of designers, and Procreate seems to be the one that they use the most. But the thing is, Procreate comes at a cost. It's 19,900 per month, I think. But I remember my last designer I worked with used Procreate. Reason being that Procreate has so many features, many features that these other free apps do not have. So since we are just beginning, I would advise that when you get to the advanced stages, and if you want to really take this illustration to the next level, then you can use Procreate. But if you do not have 19,900 per month to spare, let's move on to the next. So we have Clip Studio. Clip Studio Art or Clip Studio Paint is actually they're actually the same. I think one is for Android, one is for iPhone. I really don't know, but personally I haven't used Clip Studio before, but I think lots of people use it, maybe for editing, basically for editing and for drawing, right? Yeah, so that's fine. So I'm going to introduce you to my all-time favorite, which is called High Paint. I stumbled on High Paint last year. A colleague of mine introduced me to High Paint, and I've been hooked ever since then. High Paint is so easy to use. I even need to update mine. High Paint is so easy to use. High Paint is, honestly, it is the best, and it is free. It has up to about 50 brushes to choose from. It has so many colors. It's you can easily import and export your drawings and pictures. I use Hypade not just for illustrations but for also picture editing. So it's a lot of there are a lot of benefits to using Hypaint. So this is what we are going to use for the class Hypaint. So after I would have taught you everything you need to know concerning Hypaint, then we can move on to another app. But the first app we're going to look at is Hypaint, right? So see you in the next video. Download your app and let's get it started. Thank you.